Hello once again, and today I just wanted to go over a game I picked up just a few weeks ago called FTL, or Faster Than Light. It's a highly addictive little, just one player game you go through. It's a roguelike, and you really just kill other ships trying to complete your main goal of destroying the enemy rebel flagship. That is an absolute jerk to try to kill. Haven't even done it yet. But I just want to jump right in real quick and show you guys what this game is like. So when you first load up, as you can see, very basic intro. Always recommend doing the tutorial to learn a new game. This one actually is rather good because, believe it or not, there's a lot of little things going on for such a simple game, and I think I find that most appealing. Once you're on the ship menu, you have this point, I have only 3 unlocked, but as you can see, you can actually get a total of 9, and each one, if you hold your mouse over, will even show you how to unlock it. Most of them are unlocked just by random quests that you'll get. I was able to get a couple of them lucky enough, but so far that's really where it stopped. So this is the one you start with, the Kestrel. Very basic ship. You get 3 humans to start with, and 2 very basic weapons to start with as well. The Artemis is just a missile launcher. As you can see, it does 2 damage per shot. It'll pierce enemy shields, which is nice. The downfall of the missiles is that if you have an enemy with a drone ship, it can shoot it down. And that actually really sucks because you have to strategize how your weapon layout is to go against almost any defense, and it's almost impossible to do so. You just kind of have to get lucky. The burst laser, Mark II, is a slightly improved version of the burst laser that fires more shots per charge. So this is a nice little double shot, or I'm sorry, is it just a double shot? Shots per charge. 3. Great. 1 damage per shot. So that makes sense. So it's 3 basic shots, and if you have lower enemy shields to start with, this is actually a great intro weapon because the first one will damage the shield, and the second one will go right through and hit the hull, and the hull is how you actually kill the ship. You have to end up destroying their hull. The other type of ships, you get little basic starting strategies. This is the NG ship, the Taurus. As you can see here, your augment is different. You get the NG Medbot Dispersal. And with this, what it does is it'll actually heal any of your crew members no matter where they are in the ship. I really enjoy it just because you don't have to do the extra tedious task of walking them back to your med bay if they get hurt. But you do start with 2 NG, which are actually really neat creatures because the repair speed is doubled, and you're going to lose a lot of systems throughout the game, so being able to repair it faster and get it back online is just that much more beneficial to you. You can see the weapons are a little different. You get an Ion Blast, which essentially just disables one part of their shield, and then you get your anti-ship, which is great. It's your only offensive maneuver to actually go against their hull, so the combination for this is actually a lot of fun, and I was trying to get it on a couple of different gameplays on other ships, but haven't been lucky enough to come across it yet. The last one that I have is the Adjudicator. Adjudicator? Whatever. Anyways, so in this one, then you get the Zoltan Shield, which is actually a lot of fun. So before each round starts up, you get like an extra little green boost of shield, and I'll do the playthrough with this one just to kind of show how things are starting up, but you get that extra little green bar that nothing can go through until it's been destroyed, and helps a lot with the beginning of fights. So if you have heavy offense, you can end a lot of rounds really quick without taking any damage. The benefit to these guys is you can actually move them into a room that requires an additional power, and it'll provide that power to the system. So you get essentially a free power bar. And then you get the halberd beam and the Lido. The Lido is what you would use to pierce an enemy shield to get rid of it, and then this halberd beam actually does a ton of damage if you can get it lined up in the right spot. And I'll use this so you can just kind of see. I think for this tutorial we'll just do easy, and we'll just get started. And I'll probably just go through like the first and second world to really just show how things are. So once you start the game, you get your little same entry as every time. The data you carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. You'll need supplies for the journey, so make sure to explore each sector before moving on to the next. But get to the exit before the pursuing rebel fleet can catch up. And then it always gives you a different tip. So for upgrades, don't forget to upgrade your ship. Often shields are the highest priority, but don't underestimate the usefulness of subsystems. Subsystems are really nice, and I'll mouse over them and just kind of give you a quick description of each one once we get started. So, heck, let's do it right now. So you can see on this is your shields. Essentially every 2 is what you need to fill up your shield bar, which is what's here on the top left-hand corner. Uh, oh, this is the Zoltan shield. I was telling you about this green bar down here. So you can take up to 5 additional shield damage before that's depleted and they actually start to work against your shields. So huge, huge help. But again, shields are there. You can go up to 4 charges. That's if you raise this bar all the way. And as you can see, super expensive. The next one are just the engines. The more you put into the engines, the better your chance of dodging enemy attacks, and the faster your FTL will charge up. So if you're in a battle to where you really don't want to fight them, you can jump away a lot quicker. Oxygen. Your oxygen system seems to go out a lot, and you can also drain your ship of oxygen to take out fires. So to get the oxygen back into the system real quick, you can always do this one. And it'll actually, this and medical with random quests can actually help you unlock blue scenarios within quest dialogues, which is almost always a benefit to have. I don't know that I've run across one that actually doesn't help. So I would recommend always at least getting your med bay up too, but we'll get to that here in just a sec. So the weapon control, the more power you have on your weapon controls, the more weapons you'll be able to use simultaneously. Real quick, I'll just hit accept, and you see you have these extra 2 slots that you can put into additional weapons once you either find them or purchase them from stores that you'll randomly run across the galaxy. So, and you can get that up, and then as to power everything. Oh, no, medbay first, sorry. So medbay, same thing. Obvious description. It'll heal you 1.5 times faster when you're in there. So if you guys are getting hurt, or depending what race you're doing, really, really helpful to get that up in its first item. And then also can unlock that blue quest dialogue. That'll help you out and get more, well, better things for your ship even faster. The subsystems don't require any additional power bars. They're automatically powered. So as you can see how this is going to be my additional power bars here, I can actually don't have to worry about it powering the items over here. So these I always go with first because auto evasion is awesome. Then your cameras, if you're going to go for a strategy to actually kill the other crew, I'd recommend going this route, but you don't have to. This is totally just up to you. And then this is for your blast doors. Another thing about starting with this ship, it gives you 2 to start with. The only other give you 1, so preventing fires and then halting invaders. It's a great, great little thing to have. And then here, this is just how you buy more power bars so that when you buy additional systems, you can actually power those. So I'm just going to move my guys out here real quick. I'm going to put 1 in the shields and 1 on the weapons. And as you go through the galaxy and fight up more, they will actually gain skill that you can see here. And then as you mouse over each one, you can see what the little benefit of having them on hand right now is. But as they get into that next level, they'll actually provide you even more benefit. So let's start. You do each turn by hitting your jump. And then this is an auto-generated map. Every game that you play will be different. And then you just jump around and go through the course of events that happens. Started in a crap one. Awesome. So this is a meteor field. The meteor field essentially just throws meteors at yours and the enemy ship. So it's going to knock out your shields here real fast, but nothing you can do about it aside from fight through it. With this dialogue, you can see there's also an enemy ship to be dealt with. So we're going to turn and fight the ship. And every fight, I always start off by hitting the pause key. With this, you can actually plan your attack a little better and see how you want to get things done. I was actually foolish and did not buy the extra benefits of that real quick, so we're going to power off that in the med bay because I don't think I'll need it this fight, and then I can reallocate that power over here. Oh, I've still got 1 left. We'll throw it there because I don't think I'll need the Lido for this one because this will do 2 damage, so I know I can get through, and I'll have my first shot go through the shields, which will actually hurt it. So the way the halberd beam works is I can start it in 1 room, and I can make it go across multiple rooms. So if I go caddy corner, it'll actually go through and damage more systems, making fights last shorter and knock them out. Ooh, got lucky with that first miss there. What I'm hoping the timing will work out for, or I guess I could just wait, is that a asteroid will take out their shields right before I fire off my halberd beam. So I'm actually going to redo this and wait for it. No, fire! And the instant that shield goes down, I'm going to click it. So, another fun dialogue. Ships will try to retreat from you. They will always have an offer for you. Sometimes you can take them, sometimes they won't. They're not always better than if you destroy them. In this, since it's just a quick little tutorial, I'm actually just going to destroy them because what fun is it to not kill your enemy? And we will not accept surrender. And you can wave bye-bye, and away they'll go. Okay, so as you can see instead, I got 2 fuel, 1 drone part, and 20 scrap. That all goes up here, and then I can use it as I see fit. But first, we have to deal with this. Oh, look at that. PlanetSide. Do that later. So I'm going to show you that every ship has exits that you can get to empty out the oxygen in your ship, which is perfect for getting rid of fires. So this way I don't have to send my men in there who will actually end up getting hurt getting rid of that fire. And then since my oxygen is up, it will replenish this area, as you can see. But since my med bay is down, I am actually going to send this guy to my med bay so I can repair that. Oh, and there goes that. All right, we're going to jump out of here too. All right. So, let me see. In this one, detect an automated rebel scout ship, small refueling outpost. I'm going to intervene and defend the outpost, because why not? This game's all about the fights. So early on, you're going to fight a lot easier enemies, and in that case, it's always best to do so because you want to get as many items early to start off with so that you can rebuild your ship and get more stuff to, well, really empower everything, because the end guy is hard. Let's just say that. Okay, so I am actually doing very poorly at this. I need to redo. Let's see, will that stretch? I think it will. I just need to align it up a little bit better. So edge of the room into edge of the room. And then we will do that. Oh my goodness. My ship is on fire. Oh, let's get him out of there. I think this is not going to end out very good for me. Oh man. I'm getting my butt kicked. Alright, you know what? This is a great opportunity just to kind of enforce how rough this game could be. Yeah, I'm just going to let myself get killed. We're going to make this a really short intro instead. I'm already like 12 minutes into it. I've yammered on for a while. This is how cruel this game could be. So as you can see right now, I've got 2 guys left. I already lost one because the missile came in and just destroyed him. If I wander this guy into this room, you will see it is all on fire, and for this class to actually be able to do this is going to be near impossible because their max health is only like 75. Or is it even that? I don't even remember now. I think it's 75. So we'll show you real quick. Oh, the fire's out. But no oxygen, so we have to run him back and forth, get him out. I need to repair the weapon. Okay, my weapon is actually repaired. So we're going to set this back up real quick. I wonder if I can get out of this one alive. I guess we'll see. I have to wait for how the timing works out. My oxygen is running out as well. I put myself in between a very, very bad place. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, but for the moment I have actually survived. Okay, so let's see if we can't heal. Never mind. As you can see, that was my own fault. Forgot to close the door after the fire went out, and I killed my own guy. Oh man. So I'm down to 1 guy. Let's see if I can repair this and even get out of here alive. I don't want to get him killed intentionally. That's not a good way to end the game. Should have somebody else take me out. Be more of an honorable death, don't you think? So, as you can see, navigate your guys back and forth real quick. In that case, I just mended the floor so that I can come back to it once the oxygen returns to the room and I'll stop taking damage. But I need to get my other systems on. I always go with the cameras first just because it's best to be able to see how the rest of the ship is. I actually could have put 2 into this early on because you have to take out each item on the subsystem for it to totally disappear and become worthless. It would have changed orange first instead of red. So as you can see, I still got 2 more holes to repair. I don't even know if I can get this in one go without him dying. Part of me really doubts it. Nope, okay. So this really is a good example of the micromanagement that can be included with this. Just kind of ridiculous. Ah. Okay. Oh god, get out of the room. Alright, let's go see if we can fix this last one in time. Actually, I know I can't, so we'll just have to do it in 2 bursts. I gotta say, as far as the first round goes, that was probably one of the worst ones I've seen yet. And it's the one I'm getting on video. So I hope everybody enjoys this. Oh goodness. I can't even leave yet. Alright, well this actually gives me a couple opportunities to do that. So what we're going to do is get more oxygen into this room just a little bit faster. Put the extra item into the med bay. And let's go back, get you healed, and get the hell out of here. Oh, I don't even have enough for shields now because I don't have my freebie. So I'll have to do that. So the game, as you can see, is about management of your systems. Reallocating points, using the benefit of whatever race you happen to have. Repairing, it's micromanaging. But battles are usually a little bit more entertaining than that. That was just beyond cruel. So let's make one more jump and see where we end up, shall we? Let's aid the civilian ship. Oh, good. Alright, so for this one, we're just going to start off the exact same way. Hope that the 1 damage that this pierces through will actually disable the shield, allowing for 2 damage to go into each room and almost ending it in one fell swoop. Oh, but he resisted. But at least he's got no more weapons. So this fight should be almost as good as over. Hopefully both of these will hit. And I can even get one more jump in before I get creamed. Oh, man. Okay. So another thing. You can leave auto fire on if you're actually a lazy individual. So for the most things for starting out, you can leave it on. For later fights, depending on how weapons charge up and the timing works, definitely do not recommend it. But now you can see he's dead. My shield actually probably saved my life. Contact with the civilian ship. So the science vessel, thank you for saving them, offer a small reward. It's not bad for an early on reward. But the shield probably saved my ship because the missiles would normally have just pierced right through the blue shield and would have gone direct to the hull and destroyed me. You know, I've got a little bit to spend, but I don't know what to spend it on yet because I don't have any more crew to power them freely. So the nice thing about this, the Federation ship that's hiding in the nebula at this beacon, before you have time to make contact with it, they fade in the nebula. Attempt to follow and help them. Which puts me in contact with another ship. As I was going to say though, the nebula will actually slow down the chase that's about to happen, so if I don't die this match, I'll show you exactly what I mean because they should be approaching on the map. But the whole objective is to outrun the enemy. So from the left-hand side of the map towards the right-hand side of the map, they'll actually be coming across after you. And if you let them catch up, you'll have to fight off rebel ships. Oh, it's going to try to get away. So if it does get away, though, I get no rewards for doing so. Oh, good. But they offer to surrender. Accept their offer. 2 missiles, drone part, scrap, and a drone defense. Alright, so that's actually not bad. The only problem with this ship is it doesn't start with any drone subsystem. So normally this drone system not installed, I'd be able to throw this up into there and then I could use it as an additional defense for my ship. So this one, as you can see, shoots down incoming missiles and asteroids. But that's okay. So we're going to make another jump and keep our fingers crossed. Oh no. It's got the double infliction. So it actually took out half of my power bar. So I'm going to have to reallocate my power bars if I have to end up fighting somebody. Because as you can see, I have absolutely nothing listed on here for my weapons. Let's search. Oh, okay. He even got an extra crew member. So I'm going to flip out this crew because piloting only is a subsystem and isn't required for this guy. I can move into a different room and get the free additional power bar from him. Oh good, I'll even get to do a distress this turn. So for distresses, it's essentially a random event. It can be a trick, it can be a benefit, it can be a quest, it can be a number of things. So I always recommend going to them, but sometimes they hurt, sometimes they help. So it's a gamble, but it's a gamble I usually like to take. In this case, the distress signal is coming from a small space station orbiting an uninhabited planet. Their satellite defense system has gone haywire, and their repair crew can't approach without being fired on. They're looking for help to fix or disable it. So if I had an additional system, I would get a blue quest item here, and then I could have a better chance of actually fixing it or guaranteeing a reward. But if I do this one, there's a chance that something might happen. So let's go ahead and do it and just see what happens. So I'm going to destroy this defense system from this. Oh no! So in this case, perfect example. I had low hull, and the quest killed me. Didn't even get to fight for it. As you can see, game over on the first world. That is about the worst game I think I've played yet. But I hope you enjoyed it because I sure as hell did. If you guys want to see more, just subscribe, and I'll hopefully be able to put up more videos soon. Thanks.